Hey, this is Alan Lawson coming to you live and wanted to bring you guys day five of my 14-day challenge. It's 5 ways to stop the itch. Um, it's all about hives. Hives is a terrible thing, man. We everybody deals with it sooner or later. Just it's one of those things that you never know what's going to happen. Um, it's a rash all over your body. It could be in different places: hands, feet, limbs, arms, back, neck, face, anywhere. It could be caused first. I mean, it's a rash all over your body, and we're going to give you 5 ways to try to relieve it some way. First, we got to figure out what the cause is. The cause is you got to find out your triggers. You never know what's going to what triggers it. It could be stress, medications, insect biting or insect sting, sunlight, cold temperatures. Any kind of cold temperatures could do it. A cold rash, just like a heat rash, infection, or a allergic reaction. Um, any of these ways could definitely exacerbate or make a rash even worse or continue it on. Finding out what the trigger is the key. Once you find that out, you can avoid it. You can avoid that thing or place or food or whatever it is, and you won't be susceptible to any more hives forming or the rash getting bigger. So that way, keep the itch down. Um, the rash or hives usually fade in about 24 hours. If they do not fade in 24 hours, you should seek medical attention. If you experience any of the dizziness, swelling of the throat or face, definitely, or difficulty breathing, any of that could definitely contribute to difficulty. Need to seek medical attention. Definitely, if you have any of those, once you contract any kind of hives or rash. Other than that, if it's not any serious signs, um, if it's a milder case or if it's kind of just concentrated in one little area, then definitely you could use some of these tips and provide some relief. If not, help it through till you till it goes away. Um, Number one, try cold compress. Cold compress is one thing that definitely would help. Apply something cold to the skin, like an ice pack, or maybe a bag of frozen peas or green beans or something you got in the freezer. Just anything that would provide some kind of cold, compress to that affected red hot area or that rash or hives. Do it for 10 minutes at a time. Um, each time you do it, you can alternate. Take it off for 5 minutes, put it back on for 10 minutes. Whatever you got to do to try to get that rash to come down some. Um, Take a bath or a shower. If you got something to put in the bath, maybe an oatmeal bath, or maybe try one or two handfuls of baking soda. Baking soda can definitely take the opposite effect of the rash and at least soothe it or cool it for the time being until it eventually goes away. Um, Avoid any irritating products on your skin. This is a big one. If you do end up taking a shower, make sure when you get in the shower that you wash with soap that is sensitive skin or it doesn't have any kind of perfumes or any kind of big fragrance to it because it might really irritate those areas that are already red and rashy. So make sure you definitely pay attention to the soaps that you're using, and your lotions after you get out of the shower. If you try to soothe it with something, make sure it doesn't have any perfumes or fragrances or anything that's going to exacerbate or make it even more inflamed or hurt or burn. You never know. um, Number four is the famous Benadryl. Benadryl is the one that our mothers always told us to use. If you start swelling, jump a Benadryl. It works. It's basic. It's one of those things over the counter, but it works. I've used it on a number of occasions that we've had to use it, and it works. It's the only side effect that you really have is, I mean, it's over the counter medicine. It's an oral histamine, but it makes you drowsy. It makes you sleepy. But it can stop your throat from closing up, or it can definitely work from the inside out and help you from any rashes or burning or any kind of thing from the inside out. Number five, let's go with number five is keep areas cool. You definitely want to keep the area that you're at cool. If you've got a rash anywhere on your body, you definitely want heat can make it miserable. Any kind of heat or any kind of rubbing or any kind of shirt or any kind of heavy shirts or heavy jackets or anything like that. You want to try to wear any kind of lightweight clothing, and keep the temperature down in your house. You definitely don't want it to be hot or just you don't want any kind of heat just constantly rubbing or constantly keeping things moist to keep the rash going. I mean, the rash is a rash, man. We don't want to make it any worse. So we just want to try to cure it. These are five things five ways that you can try to stop the itch from the rash, man. Let's see. I was going through these five tips. I found them online. I actually found two more tips that are completely natural tips. If you want this list of five and you want those other two, shoot me a message. Shoot me a message. Let me know what you thought about the video. Let me, if you got any value out of it, if it helped you, if it helped your rash. I mean, that's what we're here for, right? Like, comment, share. Like I said, if you want two more tips, I've got two more plus these five, and that'll be 7 total ways to stop the itch. So I appreciate y'all watching, and have a good night. Thanks.